Welcome, Wanderers, back to Records of the Realm. This is Darkness Arc. This is our Darkness crew. I hope you had a lot of fun earlier today. If you were here for the Kolioko Glitter Hearts, see we got a lot of new people here. Thank you for coming. We appreciate y'all. We are going to do a round of intros, brief recap, and then we're going to pop right back in. It's a sad recap. I'm just letting you know, if your first time here is this session, you came in a really inopportune moment. Yes, correct. But we are having actually an Umbral interlude, which is what I will be calling our little spaces between quests. So a lot of the session should be fun. We'll see. But hi, guys. I'm Vinny, or Vander from Vander.Vision. I do cosplay photography, videography, and I make TTRPG content with fine folks like these people. Jay, do you mind starting us off?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jay. I use they, them pronouns, and tonight I will be your friendly neighborhood furball Nymptheria who uses she, they pronouns. You can find me on Instagram at JayTheGayCosplays, and I am coming to you live from Vinny's basement. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. I use they, she pronouns. I'm learning, Vinny. I'm playing Phelan, the Star Elf Ranger who uses they, them pronouns. You can find me on TikTok and Twitch at the Tipsy Tiger, as well as Instagram and Threads at the.tipsy.tiger. And I do a lot of homebrew TTRPG stuff and OC cosplay. And I am reporting from my house.
Oh,
I escaped again.
You didn't take me with you. I see how it is.
No, it's just me. I'm on my own.
Good for you. Lark, if you don't mind.
Hi, I'm Lark, Shive, playing Keliot, the Drunken Fist Drow Monk. You can find me sorry, I'm reporting from my sick bed, so I'm doing my best. And you can find me at Exalted Lark on most all other social medias.
What's up, geeks? I'm Drew from New Age Geeks. You can find me everywhere at New Age Geeks and also New Age Cosplay, where we do cosplay stuff that's not really that great. I play Malkith, the Fire Ganassi Grave Cleric, who, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I'm out here stunting on him. Love you.
What the fuck just happened?
I saw the wind-up coming, and I was like, I'm ready for the pitch.
Follow it up, Tech. Let's go.
Come on, Jack.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tech. I am
a bad last session, and you should be ashamed.
I'm reporting from the timeout corner.
The basement.
I'm back in the basement. I'm not allowed to come out until I have a happy session, so maybe I'll be back out next session. You can find me everywhere. Leave the violin alone. You can find me everywhere at TEKFROST. Today I will be playing Ruff. That's it. I will be playing Ruff.
So unhappy.
Yeah, you should check the stream now if you want to get more sad again.
Leave him alone.
Oh, fuck you, Vinny.
Don't tell me to leave him alone.
He's already dead.
Anyways, that is our wonderful cast for the evening. Jocelyn, if you don't mind, bring us in with the recap as we cruise back into Masset.
Absolutely. We decided we're traveling from Plunge to home. Keliot took first watch with Irona. Irona, unfortunately, is not here tonight. We love you, Zella. Happy birthday to the hubby. And basically, Irona is still drunk from a wild magic Lolth surge. And Nymptheria decided to wild shape into a cat to comfort Nea. And then we got boarded by fishfolk. The fishfolk came over to try to steal our shit, and we had a big old fight, and a couple of notable moments were Keliot flirting with a fishman very successfully with a nat 20 persuasion, Malkith grumpily coming up in his butt flap included pajamas, and Ironea casting Counterspell only to get the wild magic effect of a card being pulled from the deck of many things as Vinny got up from his desk to retrieve it, and the card that was pulled was Balance. So Ironea's alignment has changed from, I believe, chaotic neutral or lawful neutral, I can't remember the one, correct me later, to neutral evil. And anytime she goes against that alignment, she will take a level of exhaustion. We ended up killing most of the fish guys. Some of them ran away. Nim was a wolf. It was a great time. And we were all just very, we're going to get home. We're going to have an uneventful night. We're going to get tattoos done. Balmor put tattoos on all of us. We got all these fun tattoos with special effects. And then Balmor went to Irona to ask if he could speak to her and mentioned that he believes that he is in love with Kaliat's sister Kalissa and makes a mutual promise that Irona will tell Elaine how she feels, her long-lost wife, and Balmor will tell Kalissa how he feels. Well, fucking about that, Halal the fairy dragon trickster god showed up to Ruff, saying that he would fulfill the promise he had made quite some sessions ago to split Balmor and Ruff. They are a fractima, aka one soul, put into two bodies. So this could only go well as a masked figure that made Lurk put her head in her hands came and cut the invisible thread between the two, instantly killing Balmor. Ruff ended up receiving the brand that Balmor had on his neck, on her face, now giving her the ability to speak. But in denial, Ruff did not realize that what she had done to separate them had in fact killed her brother. In complete shock and horror, she used Aberration's soul to justify her actions by speaking through a clone of Balmor before breaking through into the astral plane of Balmor's afterlife and pulling his soul out. Where he is now, players have theories. We'll talk about them later. We all said our final goodbyes to Balmor, and Malkith ended it by making a makeshift pyre out of himself as Balmor's ashes twinkled into stars, and we pulled into Masset, and fuck you, Tech, that's where we are now.
I didn't do anything.
What do you mean you didn't do anything?
He only reacted to things that happened to him. It's what happened. That's what D&D is. Players don't make decisions. Only the DMs make decisions. Anyways,
Are you telling us we don't have free will within the game?
No.
I'm joking and lying, guys. Just an FYI, if you're new here.
Anyone
Entirely to blame.
Out of context. It's a joke.
That being said, stop trying to defend yourself, man. Just let it go. That being said, you guys begin pulling into Masset. You go back through the toll booth, who need no more than a way from Gage. Gage, who has just been on the ship while this was all going on, looks fairly harried at this point, who was there when everything was happening on a ship. You guys have Kenai down below. Your big Megafauna Forged armadillo.
Pangolin.
Pangolin. And are slowly going through the variety of streams and cross areas to actually eventually get to the port where you will be left off. Gage doesn't speak a lot during the rest of this journey. They've seen a lot. It's been a lot in a very short period of time. Ruff, you do get a message in your head from a maybe familiar voice of Tobert, who asks, "Hey, sorry, was asked to check in on y'all. No response from Balmor. Kalissa would just like to know when you guys are coming into the city."
What time of day is it?
It was sunrise when you guys were pulling in.
So, okay, the sun's up now. In Kaliat's voice, come meet at pier.
All right. Oh, you're not gonna get a response back because that's a waste of spell slots. So Tobert, being the responsible person he is, shares the information. Are there any final words between anybody before you guys pull into the dock? Cool. You guys pull into the dock. You hear Gage go, "Tate, stop. as you guys pull in as close as you can, and begins to throw ropes down. Opens a plank for you guys to walk from ship onto the dock, and just kind of just wordlessly nods at you guys, and then just goes back up to the wheel.
Before Gage goes, I'm going to press 10 gold into his hand and just look at him and say, thank you for everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Me too.
Tate, we have repairs. He just goes off, covering his face, and heads below deck. You guys watch as Kenai's face peeks out through the grates of the top deck, wondering now that you guys have landed.
Hi,
the plan.
buddy. You can come to our place. We have a place, I think. Well, if anything, you can come with me, and then we can figure something out very soon. So you are definitely more than welcome to follow me, because I know that's how you roll. Pun intended. But yeah, you can come with us, and we'll be, like one big family.
As Kenai's coming out, can Kelly do like a quick look around to see if there's any forge breakers just standing around minding their own business?
Roll me
Thank
your
you.
That might
perception
be a
check.
problem. I would love for there.
I would like to assist if I could.
Sure, I'll roll with advantage, Kelly.
Slap my ass and give me guidance.
Okay, slap him on the ass.
Okay, that's probably for the best. Where's the D4? 14. What's my perception? That's a 15 perception. Not roll very high.
A quick look over with 15. You don't see. You see like one forge breaker. From what you can tell, it's fairly low in standing, but like there is someone there. Otherwise, there's not a lot of city guards, which also might call into question, be like, "Hey guys, where'd this thing come from?" Because we only have rat megafauna forge in the city, really. So no guards around, really.
It's a rat. I put decorations on it.
I'm saying this didn't happen, so you don't have to have a defense, but I'm glad you have one.
I gave it a special mega suit.
You do see that being kind of reverse dragged from behind, you see Kalissa, who here also seems to have an arm locked around some invisible force that is currently dragging Tobert behind, because Tobert cannot keep up with Kalissa. So Kalissa just dragged him along through some kind of invisible rope of some sort, some invisible arcane connection. And for a moment she's out of breath near just like some crates, and just like leans on them. And then flips the hair back in what can only be a family way, where it looks good right afterwards. It's just a thing in the genetics of some sort.
Yes.
Who wants to tell her?
Hey, Lissa. How's it going?
She, after calming down, like catching a breath and looking around, sees you guys getting off, and shoots you. What's your passive insight, Kellyot? I'm going to give you advantage because it's your sibling.
My passive wisdom is 15.
Okay, so you don't have anything for insight?
I have +5 to insight.
+5. Okay, so 15 in total. You can see, we'll say that in this moment, her emotions are a little more plainer on her face in the moment, and she already looks, before she knows whatever's going on here, already looks a little deflated as a person in the moment, and is kind of just playing with what you know is the family ring on her finger, and just like, hey, Kellyot, I might have made some mistakes, but do you know where Balmore would be?
If I hear that.
Alyssa, I have to tell you.
Okay. If you want to take it,
Yeah,
Malcolm will
Kel's
be there.
willing to take it because Kel doesn't want anyone else to get fucking their ass beat. But listen, so I know I'm the last person that you want to hear this from, but Balmore didn't make it back.
Where did you guys drop him off?
He just kind of looks at her, like he died on the trip back. I'm sorry. And he like thinks about throwing Ruff under the bus for it, but is like even in this moment kind of trying to protect her a little bit. So also, quick recap thing. Did we see the mask guy? No, we just saw.
Only person who currently at this point has seen the person in the mask is Ruff.
Okay.
Technically, Balmore also did, but that doesn't do much.
That doesn't count.
No witnesses.
What's that?
Damn.
Perpetrator.
Damn.
Calissa looks at you long and hard for a while, Kelly, and before starting to actually look around, and sees. I assume she can see Ruff walking off, like at least off the ship, if nothing else.
Yeah, Ruff and the bird Fauna Forge is just kind of walking down the ramp.
And looks around and sees the rest of you as well, I assume. Just looks around for a second. It's like, You're fucking with me?
I fuck with you about a lot of shit. I'm not. Like, if you want to get mad and you want to hit me, you could do that. That's fine. I'm ready. I'm prepared for that. But I'm sorry. He's not here.
If you're okay with it, at this point, Mal would like to kind of make his way over. And he's just gonna have a bit of, because obviously he's covered in feathers and ashes at this point. He's going to. Oh, did I freeze?
Nope.
No.
I was just thinking about what condition you're in.
Oh no!
Is it frozen on your end, my guy?
You seem fine.
Yeah, you're fine to us, but maybe we're frozen on.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Okay,
You were good
Hi.
the whole time for us.
That was
really?
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. So I'm going to take one of the jars that I have. I assume just have some glass jars. I'm going to put some of Elmore's ashes in it with one of the pyrite gem tacks, so it glows a little bit from the inside, and have some feathers in it. I'm just going to close it up and hold it out to her. And I'm just going to walk away, walk towards wherever our house is.
Okay, well, I guess I don't need to talk to him anymore. What happened? I don't want to know. Never mind.
Honestly, I don't even know if I could explain it. I'm not really sure what happened either.
Okay.
Per usual, it's on me. I should have been paying closer attention. I've done something to stop it before it happened. So if you want someone to be mad at, you can be mad at me, and that's fine.
You got someone murdered?
No, I just didn't stop the murder before it happened.
Okay. You can have this, I guess. And she hands over you a scroll. Yeah, I don't want to punch anything right now.
That hurts worse. Oh no.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. I guess ironically this is better for me. I don't know how that works. Or like saying that. Okay. Cool. I'll see you you don't live there. I'll see you around, I guess.
If it's okay, Nim's gonna go up to Kalissa and just say, I will be throwing a. Throwing's not the right word. That's not what I meant. I'm putting together a memorial service for Belmore in a couple of days. You're more than welcome to come if you want.
She stares at you with a very confused expression for a few moments. Okay. You are...
Oh, I'm Nim. I was one of Balmore's friends in this party. And I kind of like gesture to everybody.
Okay. She like squints at you really hard for a few moments. Okay.
Is something wrong?
You... She just looks like somebody I know.
I look like somebody you know?
Yeah, it's... thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. We're not quite sure where the memorial service will be yet, but we'll have someone send you a message for the following details or whatever that is.
Right.
Alyssa, two things. One, is the person that reminds you of Nerium by any chance?
How do you know his name? He just got in.
He's my brother and he's an asshole.
Oh, great. Nice to know who I'm engaged to.
What?
Listen, how did that happen?
I needed to talk to Balmore about this, not you.
Ruff wants to appear standing and looking at her, like to her side.
I ain't gonna stop you. You can appear there. Were you gonna say something, or are you just standing?
Yeah, I was waiting. She's just gonna tilt her head and open her mouth and say, and you're gonna hear how, in Balmore's voice, how do you tell someone you love them?
She like gets a fist up, like ready to claw.
Whoa. Hey.
In this moment,
Kalissa, I understand. We're all upset. This was Ruff's brother. Put the fist down.
I don't know what's going on.
You said Nerium. You just said Nerium just got in. What? How did you become engaged to him immediately?
Because I'm the only one in our family that can currently build connections. And because our fucking family name is getting dragged through the shit right now, I have to go find someone topside to marry. Unless my brother decides that he wants to go do something about this.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to marry him?
I know you haven't been home in a while, Kellyot. Things are going on. Dad's missing. Don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I do. That was my second question, is if we heard anything from Dad.
No. There's weird family stuff going on. We're in charge of... Our family was in charge of city defenses. How good did it do? How good did it do a few months ago? Guess how much trust there is in our family right now.
Oh, yeah.
So, someone comes down here with a bunch of money, with a nice title, with a whole city backing them, and look, I'd hate to explain like political and social like intricacies to you because they'd fucking drive you crazy, but like I'm not happy right now. If you want to talk about it, we can talk about it later. I can talk to you about it there, and points at the paper that she gave you that's rolled up. That was a place that I thought maybe me and Balmore could start over.
Yeah.
Make use of it. Someone needs to.
At this point, I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on Kenai and myself. Just feeling completely overwhelmed. I pull the stars around me like a curtain, and I will see how well I roll on stealth to see if anyone sees me try to sneak away.
Somebody use guidance.
On Kenai or me? Probably should use that for Kenai. My stealth is pretty good. I got a +8. That's a 23.
I don't have Kenai's stats currently in front of me. We'll say, in theory, give me just a d20 roll.
And add 10.
That is a 9 plus 10. That's a 19.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty solid without any pluses. So I'm gonna say it's good.
Yeah, to anyone who does not have a passive perception of over 23, Phelan is gone.
Kellyot's not paying attention.
That's fucking fair.
You watch your sister start crying as she just starts walking away.
Before she can fully walk away. Oh, actually, you know what? I think he reaches out to stop her, and then just sort of and then we'll just let her go.
I would like for Ruff to turn, and as she turns, she opens her mouth, and you hear an audible click. What kind of sounds like today what would sound like a tape recorder clicking. She opens her mouth, and you hear a click, like something's recording. And then she closes her mouth and just turns around and starts walking away.
Yeah, Kellyot is going to open up the scroll and go wherever it says.
You find a plot in Grace Tides, not too far from where Tabitha's and the other places that you guys frequent are. It's not huge, but some smart people with some good abilities might build a house there. Unless there's anything anyone else wants to do today, Leon is going to those he sees, say, hey, I need to head out. I'm just going to go talk to Tabitha, and then I'm probably not going to see me for a little while, but I don't really have a good ending response for the last few days, but I hope you guys are all safe and good when I come back.
See you around, Leon.
I'm just going to wave and kind of is looking for... All of a sudden, they notice that Phelan has disappeared.
With the pangolin?
Somehow with the giant.
Hold on. Where did Keelan go?
You hear a voice whispered behind you. I'm following. Don't blow my cover.
Jeez.
I need a moment.
Okay, that's fair. Warn me next time before you do that, please. Thank you.
But then you'll know where I am. What's the point of warning you?
Yeah, but you're literally talking behind me, so it's like that.
And you just hear from your side, well, now I'm over here.
To everyone else around, I just kind of seem like Niv is just losing her mind.
And you hear definitely Kenai just footsteps.
Yeah, the shadow probably makes him look like one of the rat ones or something, because there's no way he's just
it basically, we can flavor it that it's just every time someone looks, they're like, oh, it must have been a gleam rat. Meanwhile, Phelan is star stuff.
Star stuff. Just a pile of star stuff. Alright. Unless there's anything else people would like to do today, we can start our 2-month spree.
I mean, all Nim
Before-
was. Oh, oop.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Good.
I was just gonna say all Nim was gonna do. Nim was just gonna look at Kelly and go, "Well, our family tree just got a whole lot more complicated."
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
That night, I would like for the Mega Fauna Forge mini to visit Valen.
I guess, where are we staying while we're working on our house? I would assume we go back to our respective places, or
Yeah.
do we all stay at Mallory's Folly? I'm asking the group. What do you think we'd do? Would we separate? Would we?
I mean, Kelly, let's go back to the
Cool.
to temple, basically.
I think I when I reappear, I help Nim, with Kenai, where Nim is staying, and I go back to Brilla, and I would hope Brilla lets me get my job back. And I'm gonna go back to my little apartment, which just feels so empty and dusty, and that is where the mini Megafauna Forge would find me.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing all the way out here?
Did you say you stay upstairs, downstairs? What's going
Upstairs.
on here? Upstairs. Yeah, he's just gonna tap on your window then, and just give you like a turned head peek, like come here.
I open the window. Hey, what are you doing here?
As he takes a step in, he flaps his wings a little bit, shifts, and tilts his head again and opens the beak, and you hear that same click you heard earlier with Ruff. No matter what happens, you have to protect her. No, Ed, I want you to promise me you'll protect her. And in your voice, you hear back, I'll protect her, I promise, Balmore. And he closes his beak and takes a step back.
Phelan just has tears streaming down their face.
He pulls the wing in front and like pokes at the tattoo you gave on the wing that's like shimmering and flowing, and gives a nod and flies back out.
I'm gonna go to bed.
What's up?
Kelly's just gonna get this out of the way. Is this gonna give the fucking drugs and also pumice to Storo so that he's like, he comes back home and just like hands out a bunch of souvenirs to all the kids, and then it's like, Master, can I talk to you for a second?
In the middle of teaching a class, gives a nod, comes over. Kelly, how was your journey? All right then.
It's a little good, mostly terrible and awful. A bunch of people died, and now someone is their normal age forever. Hopefully, maybe.
That's good.
A tabaxi tried to kill us. Something else killed one of us. But I got you this. I didn't know which one you wanted. I was given this one first, and then I was given this one second. So you can have both.
Lovely. Both is great. Both are useful. I do appreciate you getting both, actually, because it's murder on my feet, stone floors everywhere. Anyways.
It's not. Yeah.
You want to talk about any of this stuff more?
No, but I think I have to.
You're wincing. You're wincing while saying no.
Yeah. I just. You ever like do something and you think that it's for like the greater good or whatever, and then it turns out that it actually fucked a bunch of people over?
I believe that's making most choices in this world, unfortunately.
Choices sucks.
If you make no choice, both bad things could happen. At least when you make a choice, something good could happen. And he gestures to you to come over and take a seat at his desk again.
Yeah, he goes over and sits like he's like in trouble at school as per usual. I guess I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like the whole reason I leave. What?
Go.
Oh no, I just like. I thought I'd taken myself off the board would help Calissa out, but instead now she's just engaged to someone who's a dickbag, and Mom's being crazy, and now I feel like I have to do something about it, but I can't do something about it without being better, and I've made my whole brand being terrible.
You're not actually terrible. You picked a profession specifically that makes you look terrible. That's the aesthetic. The aesthetic is terrible. The action is not.
I was really leaning into the terribleness for a long time.
I don't think you were as much as you think you were. Ollie and the kids have an older sibling to look up to. They're always safe. Despite probably worse decision making than you. So
yeah, I don't know how they get up to half the stuff they get into. Like, I don't like, maybe it's because I'm kind of an idiot, but I don't understand how they get into some of the things. Well, it's beside the point. But yeah, they're good kids ultimately, but
he puts the jar of the bottle of Ultimate Punch in front of you again. Do you remember drinking from this a week or so ago?
Not really.
Well, you did. But you didn't drink from this, and taps the bottle. You actually drank from a shot glass. One of our older practices is we actually have shot glasses made out of crystal that can resonate with a person, read a person. And he lifts up the bottle, and you see that the little shot glass that you had that was made out of crystal has now fully crystallized into a little flask. What color do you think it is? What color do you want it to be?
Can it be like the color of the tattoo a little bit?
Yeah. Be close. Not identical, because that shit's special. But close.
Just like Gatorade, like blue, light blue.
Some good gold. Gatorade light blue. Got you. Ice.
Hell yeah.
Glacier.
Best
A very specific choice
Yeah,
here.
it's
Once again, only cops know the names of the Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm obviously a cop. Of all the people here, I'm obviously a cop. Lifts it up and just kind of pushes the crystalline flask towards you. That can come out as a dilapidated cup, a bowl, or a flask. Something that keeps what someone considers precious inside safe. It shapes a little bit to the user. We're not without some tricks here.
I mean, you have a lot of tricks.
Yes. I appreciate you bringing us one more. And looks almost more concernedly at the case.
At the flask?
No, not the
or
flask. The drug. The drug briefcase.
Yeah, it was surprisingly easy to get. I didn't even pay for it.
It was paid for in advance, so.
Oh. I know what that makes sense.
Yeah.
Was the foot on my back also paid for in advance?
Foot on your back?
Maybe someone was just flirting with me. It happens a lot.
No doubt. just nods in agreement. It's fine.
I guess I don't know how to be useful and like helpful without being like an idiot about it. I don't know how to like all this happened because I wasn't thinking like 12 steps ahead probably, and I should have been. Like if Calista had been on the ship, like none of this shit would have happened, and we would have been in and out of there in like 3 days, and everything would have been fine. Like, but unfortunately, everyone was stuck with me. And I don't know how do you be drunken fist, but also get stuff done?
Do you think your sister is just a mastermind of the world around her?
I mean, that's kind of always the way I've thought about her. She's always been smarter than me. Which is why I thought it was stupid that, like, we were constantly in competition.
Well, I'm not going to make you ever talk to anybody. Lords know that if you show up for class, I'm uniquely impressed. I would say, have a drink. And pushes the flask into your hands. Think on it. And I would say keep doing what you're doing for now. And if the only thing that you think you are doing wrong is that you are not being smart enough about it, find a way to get a little smarter about it. You can keep doing what you're doing and just do it in a slightly more intelligent way. You could come learn from us and we can show you how, or you could probably speak to your friends about it, or do what you always do and learn from watching people. You seem to be very good at watching people.
I do enjoy watching people. They're just so fun. Alright, I'm gonna go, just be an asshole somewhere else, I guess. But thanks for the talk. And he's gonna take a big old swig from the flask as he leaves.
You will bless whatever area you decide to be an asshole.
Cheers to that.
There is an effect, which I have to track down, that happens when you drink from the flask, but I don't have it in front of me at the moment. So you feel something magical
10
happen.
times sexier.
We will just say you feel something magical happen for now.
10 times sexier.
It's a rough.
Chaos hair
gonna-
grows even longer.
Wow.
He started tripping over at a certain point.
For
He is
pencil?
also going to stop by Kian's place. I don't even have a scene about it, but just leave the celestial ink that he bought there with a note that says, like, went traveling, thought of you, and then Kellyanne. And we'll just leave it there.
To who?
Kian, the tattoo artist that he knows,
gotcha.
like friends with.
Sorry, I just didn't hear it. Thank you. All right. As the eve calms down, you don't have to go to break yet. I was gonna ask if you wanted to just do an early break, but let's keep it rolling for now. Time begins to pass. You guys know all the options that were laid before you because we talked about them before. One, you have a place to live now. As long as you're willing to put the work in to build it up, you have a place. And we put the work in. Boy, did you guys work overtime today putting that guy together. I'd love to get some merch there first time. Small, just montages of what you guys are doing to gain some of the additional benefits that you guys are getting, like your expertises, your skill, and your ability score increases that I know everyone's written down and done. So I'm very, very appreciative that you guys all got that done. I mean, look, if you're talking about being more intelligent, this is the perfect time to be like, oh, guess what I can put points into? My guy. But yeah, if you want to give me just those short stints of what you guys are doing, and then we can go into the longer scenes that some of you guys have.
I think for
prepared.
Phelan in particular, so for mechanics purposes, Phelan has taken a point of charisma and gained expertise in persuasion. There is a part of them that knows they cannot play this awkward card forever. They have to move on. And Irona, I think that, while Irona is around, Phelan can tell Irona is going through her own shit. And you just notice as we're all working on the house, you see Phelan kind of getting like really into it, doing some of the more like, I'm going to climb on the roof because I'm very like dexterous and help you out there. And you also notice that they're the one who takes constant lead over talking to like people we're hiring. So there's one particular moment where very early in the morning, you hear just chattering outside and Phelan is just talking to one of the contractors and just says, yeah, no, I appreciate it. Listen, I talked to 3 other guys before you and they all gave me exorbitant prices and we're not doing that. So I appreciate your candidness. And for that, and I'm going to hand him like a tray of scones that Nim and I baked together. Here you go, a bonus for honesty. And I think that's kind of the way you see Phelan start to navigate more and more in town, not looking like they want to hide, but instead talking to people, greeting people, and especially taking occasionally will show up at Ruff's room and goes, come on, we're going hiking, and just drag Ruff out to an expedition, because Phelan wants to remind the group that at their heart, they are a naturalist and scientist, and they want to find cool things. So I think there's definitely one day where Phelan teaches Ruff, so that's a good kind of fungus. Don't touch that one. You can touch that one, but you're not going to be happy about it.
You can touch it once.
You can touch it one time.
You can touch every mushroom once.
Oh, I avoid the mushrooms. I just go, Malkith would hate that. Mal would hate that. Mal would definitely hate that. No, Ruff, no. Put it down. Right now. Yeah, that's my montage. I don't think there's anything else.
Phelan.
Phelan just has activated charcoal like in her bag, just to shove it in.
Oh, 100%. Just Ruff is
Throw it up.
constantly putting things in her mouth and just Phelan going, okay.
Phelan, as you do your traversing and head around, you find when you go back to Mallory's Folly, there is a music box with a bow wrapped around it left for you that Tabitha gives you.
Oh. Is this from you, Tabitha?
Do you know how often I get out of here? I talk about it every day.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Do you know how often I get out of here? I talk about it every day. I definitely did not travel to go get you some cute star music box all the way down from Inkholm.
I look for, is there a hint of who left it?
Nope.
Oh. Huh. Okay. And I put it in my room.
Who would like to go next?
I mean, mine's quick, so I feel like I could just go get it done.
Yes, sir.
So, gets a set of gauntlets of ogre strength over the course of 2 months. Finds a set. Most of the days he is at Kaliot's monastery training, which we would drag Ruff along at some point, I'm sure. I'm good with names, guys.
No, this one hurts more.
Taking Balmore's ashes with you, like he's part of it.
Mine now.
Peek into Bernie and saying Balmore's ashes.
Most of the when he's not doing that, just kind of getting the home ready for them. Also spends a little of his own money to make sure that we have a nice dining area for all of us to spend a little time in together. Also, he has changed his armor a little bit, so now on his right arm, like the same where he got the tattoos from Ruff, Balmore, Jesus Christ. The right shoulder armor has black feathers that are just around just that shoulder now. And besides that, that's it.
Awesome.
Mine's gonna take a while, so whoever wants to go next.
Did you guys have to actually want to have a scene when you guys were at Kellyot's? And were you guys using weapons or just like literally wrestling, or what is the fighting regimen? What is the training regimen?
I mean, if Kellyot's in charge, it's all hands on deck. And we're just like brawling, kind of.
Definitely wearing the new gauntlets, just so we had the chance here. Otherwise, he's just getting fucking mollywopped by Kelly for 3 hours a day.
Well, I think, because like, what is your strength now?
Now it's a 19.
Okay, so it's an 18 versus a 19, and so it's like at this point,
boy.
Kellyot's using all of his dexterity to try to be like, oh my god, why are you punching so hard? What the fuck? When did this happen?
Just haymakers.
Okay. And then he's like,
Straight
then he like pops up around the side, like grabs your arm and is like, all right, so we're actually gonna do like this. Get it? Just, nice precision. Get in quick and get out. There we go. Ow, my nose.
After this, we have to get some drinks.
Of course, we're getting some drinks.
All right,
Also,
that's part of the regimen,
I need,
right?
I need you to help me test the new drink I'm going to put in the pub at our house.
Okay, sounds. I'm perfect. I'm down.
Okay, cool, great.
Down.
Should we try it now and then continue training?
Oh my god, we're gonna make a monk out of you yet. Let's go. Yeah, he just like pulls out a cask and if allowed, I would like I'm thinking about which one I want this to be.
Oh, gotcha.
You drink it and it has like this like very like warm like warm the inside, very like whiskey, like bourbon-y flavor. And you don't get a saving throw, but you get the enlarge effect of the enlarge reduce spell, so you just get
terrifying.
Not the first time alcohol's made me enlarge.
Hey. And then Kelly also drinks it and also gets big, so there's just two titans fighting in the fucking this courtyard.
Are you finally as tall as Nim?
Probably taller than Nim at this point.
Can we beat up Nim? Can we just jump Nim?
Stop fighting to make that jab.
You feel something thrown at you from above, and it's Phelan going like, "You're not gonna beat up Nim."
Nim immediately grows 10 feet.
Okay, go beat up Nim. I'm sure it will go well for
All
you.
right, Nim, come on. Let's go.
You can't beat me.
Phelan will just gets like a Nerf equivalent of bow and arrow to just fuck with all of you from their window.
All right, so everyone's just having fight time in the.
Yeah, we're having fight time.
Awesome.
Also, just stat wise, I increased my strength 1, but because of the gauntlets, it doesn't matter, and I gained proficiency in athletics.
Ooh.
Heal you.
Kellyot does make a pub in their new little house area. The sign is blank at the moment because he cannot think for the life of him of a name for the place. But there's alcohol there, and that. Ooh.
You see, one night Phelan approaches you with your permission because Phelan has a name suggestion.
Yes.
If it's not too soon, what if it was Balmore's Brewery?
Oh.
Malkin's shit face at this point. I was thinking something a little less on the nose, maybe like Raven's Nook or something.
Actually, I like that a lot better. That's way better. How are you better at this when you're completely
I don't
smacked?
know. This
There's
is just
an art
the way my
to
brain
it.
works.
There's an art to it for sure.
This is
Bird brains
This is it.
brews.
what time of day is this?
This is probably mid-afternoon after we're done training. We're drinking while we were training.
Okay, then yeah, Ruff's just kind of sitting there and just like.
Do you have a better idea, Ruff?
Yeah, come on, Ruff.
And she opens her mouth, and when she does, there's that audible click again. And she's like,
Yep.
I mean, if you want to write it down, you can write it down.
and she just writes down, "We aren't crows.
I said raven.
Kangoos. They're
Raven?
kangoos.
We aren't ravens."
Okay.
Kangoos.
Thank you.
You just hear Nim in the back yelling, "They're kangoos."
Would you focus on the muffins, please?
All right. We'll put it on the list and we'll think about it. Listen, there's already a guy here, so it's not like the lack of name
Where'd
is.
you come
It's
from?
Mal. Mal is the guy.
No, there's another guy.
There's another guy.
Also, I have to find I have to find someone to man this while we're not here.
Leon.
Leon is not coming back anytime soon. We gotta
No.
hire somebody.
I gotta hire
okay.
somebody. Who knows? We'll find someone. And
Have
then,
you told Tabitha yet about her new competition? Yeah, that's what I thought.
she scares me.
She's very scary. I will give you that.
Women are scary. I love them.
And you see that Phelan has the music box and just absentmindedly is playing it and goes, Tabitha had this for me from someone. I don't know from who.
You have a secret admirer?
Yeah, right.
Well, someone's giving you a music box?
Well, I show it. It's from the Spire.
Oh.
An Incombe. So,
Well, how did it get back here?
I don't know.
Someone in Incombe really likes you and knows where you live?
That's gotta be it.
Incredible.
Such a detective, Kellyot. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I did up my intelligence stat actually, so I have a +0 instead of a -1.
Kellyanne
So-
looks through the void into the character sheet.
I see these floating numbers.
I had just the right drink.
Just had just the right drink and it made me so smart. I mean, at some point over the 2 months, he wants to talk to Calissa, but then he also wants to talk to his mom, but he also doesn't want to talk to his mom, but he will if he has to. But that depends on what Calissa says is happening.
It's very fair. Well, we have at least a few things that need to happen at Mallory's Folly. Do we want to do a couple of those things at the same time?
Sure.
You know, memorial service is the perfect time to tell someone that they've got competition.
That was not my intention for the memorial service to be at this place. I just thought that was going to be really nice because this is where it all began. Why don't we say that till the end?
No Irish funeral or whatever it's called.
No, I just wanted a nice space for everyone to share stories and stuff.
What if we host it in our courtyard? And you see kind of like the way that we've tidied it up. We can just host it here. I can move the targets. Would it help if I moved the targets?
I mean,
You know,
probably. I don't know.
we're not
Also, 'cause I
fighting.
feel like there will probably be alcohol. And so alcohol and targets usually doesn't end well.
I'm moving
Unless you're
on. I'm
magical
moving
like
on.
me.
You see Nim kind of, she had been thinking about this for a while, but now I guess is finally the good time to bring it out. She brings out this nice big slab of marble bench that just has For Balmore engraved in it. And she places it right there in the middle of the courtyard where everything is very peaceful and it's a place that you would want to just sit and enjoy some if you wanted to write or if you want to just sit and think. It was a nice little space for that.
Yeah.
I would like the Fauna Forge mini to land on the bench. And Ruff is just going to be standing back and like tilts her head and looks down at the mini, and the mini looks up at you and opens its mouth, and you hear that click. Writing. You seem like you'd be great at writing. You should do that more often. And like he just kind of shakes his head and just flies back to Ruff, and Ruff gives you a wave and walks away.
I will. Don't worry. That's the whole point of this bench, so you can write more.
It's beautiful, Nim. We can host a memorial here. We can have some of Kellyot's drinks. Maybe go easy on them a little bit so we can share stories.
I'll make something that doesn't make everyone huge.
What do you mean huge? Oh.
Remember when they were saying they wanted to fight you and they were bigger? Yeah.
There's been a lot happening this month. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think if we could all sit together and just like kind of talk about Balmore and share memories and...
Did we want to invite other people? Maybe those who were, meaningful in Balmore and Ruff's life?
Ruff, what do you think?
Ruff like looks up and like looks at the sun. Writes down, there's no one to invite. Invite Tabitha, maybe, or royalty, and hands it over.
Alexandria, I'm sure.
Oh,
we should invite Alexandria and Thom.
Yeah, why don't? Yeah, listen. Hey, Mel. Can you get a message out to the royal family and invite them to the memorial service?
Absolutely. There's nothing else I'd love to do rather than to send that message. I promise you, I'll send exactly what you say.
I narrow my eyes at Mal.
There is a memorial service tomorrow. Bring yourself and your favorite memories of Balmore. From Nim. I think that's it.
All right.
Sure, this will go well.
Setting requires so much stretching beforehand.
It's good for
you. You have to stretch your jaw muscles and not your. Anyway, I'll let you.
It's a full body. It's a full body. You don't want to put muscles. No.
You got it, babe. Get it in one.
No fucking chance. Message from Nim. Balmore's dead. Sorry to tell you. Doing a memorial for him. Bring food, memories, alcohol, and anyone else that may have known. Actually, I did it in one. I'm pretty proud of myself.
You did a great job.
Nim just kind of...
You say this?
Yeah.
Like out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Val. I appreciate it.
The person who can mimic perfectly being like, that was terrible. You did a terrible job.
Anything like what she said.
Message got out. That's all we need. Why don't we... You know what? We don't have to do message to Tabitha. We could just kind of tell her and then...
Sure, I don't mind. I've got plenty. I can send another one.
I mean, I can go to Tabitha. I like running errands there anyway. I like getting out of the house occasionally.
Should we, how do we feel about Calissa coming? I think she should come over to the service.
I'll just look at Kellyot and just start casting.
I will go invite her. Do not talk to her.
I'm gonna say, Kellyot, definitely. If you want to invite your sister,
I'll let her know. I can stop by the house anyways.
Just for my clarity, this conversation is happening. This is the 2 month pass, correct?
happening in that time.
In that
yeah.
time frame.
In that time frame? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait until after, and I'll give the spill of like what happens.
Yep. So, memorial service.
Malka, you get a response back. Oh, that's it.
That's from
Sounds about
Alex?
right,
That's from
honestly.
Alex.
That sounds about right.
Everything okay? That sounded like an exasperated sigh. Just checking in. Seemed like you have something else to say. I just really kind of want to know, are you all right?
Oh, I'm okay. Just losing a lot of people. Short period of time. Ugh.
Did I wake you? It sounds like you're waking up from a night's rest.
Mal. Leave it.
I was actually asleep at my desk, so
Pride says to stop messaging you. So I guess this is it.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bud.
thank you.
Okay, bud.
You can message me,
No, stop saying what
Okay.
I'm saying.
bud.
I'm gonna go tell Tabitha. I can't. I'm just gonna leave.
Thank you, Mal. I deeply appreciate the invites.
I'm out of 30 level spells now, so that's all I can do.
Oh
You
my
need a
God,
rest,
you guys.
buddy. You need a rest. Go take a nap.
Phelan, unless you want
I'm
a
not tired.
scene with Tabitha, we could just say you tell her.
Nah. I'll just invite her.
Cool. So
You see that Phelan is laughing the entire way there.
Absolutely losing it.
but besides obviously the marble seat, is there a specific things that you wanted to do during the memorial?
Think
Are we gonna invite Haver as well? I know Haver was. Yeah.
I got flirting with him is on my list of things to do these 2 months, so I can go invite him if we need to.
Oh, okay. Go for it, Kelly.
Flirt with him at the memorial.
Gross.
No, I'm gonna go flirt with him. And
I
then
was about to say he comes to the memorial and you're just like, yeah, he's dead. But our love isn't. It's cool. How you doing?
Him shuts the whole thing down. It's done. It's over.
Should we invite the people that we fought, well, that you guys fought and killed? Should we invite them as like a sign of goodwill?
So first of all, we brought the one guy back. Secondly,
What is this we?
we did it. No, we didn't. They brought their own guy back.
No, didn't you cast Spare the Dying?
I made sure he didn't die more, but he's still dead.
Well, not anymore, but like he was.
No,
His people can bring him back. I feel
Let's
like
not
it'd be
invite the
I
Forge
feel
Breaker.
like it's a good extension of goodwill.
We have a Megafauna Forge in the house.
Well, but Kenai he's
Right, but
like,
at least they'll know that it's our Megafauna Forge, and to not fuck around and find out.
I don't want them anywhere near my house.
On a Forge Mini just flying around the top of your head, just staring down at you like, what the?
Yeah, Mal, I'm gonna say no. Let's not.
I think we want this to be a very peaceful.
He'll be occupied with this for a while.
It's like a cat toy that you.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Not
I just
just
want-
nonstop.
I just want a very peaceful memorial service where we can just all share memories and laugh because it's a celebration of his life. Now, are you okay?
Right, yeah, I'm alright. Sorry.
It's paying attention to the bird. Very busy.
Yeah, I think that Faye just wants good food and to talk about, memories we have. Nothing formal. Just
No, it was never anything formal. It's just I did more research on, to be frank, death and dying, and this is part of the, I guess, after everything kind of stuff that people do.
In addition to you guys, Haver does show up. Calista shows up. There's someone else in there. I can't remember who. Tabitha.
Tabitha?
Tabitha shows up. So There's a few people. There's more than you realize after a bit. Ruff and Balmore worked really hard on Rabbit Day to help find a lot of lost people. And you find very quickly how many lost people they actually found when you get a few dozen people who do show up to say goodbye.
Tech, did you have anything you wanted to...
There's a reason behind this, but I guess it'll be a surprise. For that moment that you're there and all of the people are doing praises and things like that, Ruff is sitting near a tree watching. And for anyone that goes near her, they'll notice that her her scar over her eye is blue. It's like shining blue. And as she's sitting there, for people that walk up to her, can hear her in a voice that only you would have heard on the boat, looking to her right, and in thin air, just talking, saying things like, "Look how many people came to see you. You did great. We did fine. I will make sure he stays fine. He'll be okay. Hey, and look what I made." And as she says that, she puts her hands out, and a gloam rat jumps into her hands. And it's just like bouncing around and being playful. It's like, "I made it. See, I can do it too, just like you can." Well, not as good. And she looks up and sees the other mini on her shoulder. It's like, "This one will be kind of like yours, except for just not really like you." And she looks over and they like kind of peck at each other and they're just being playful. But Ruff gave herself a tattoo. And every time she uses the mark will glow that like fluorescent blue that Balmore was. So again, for those who notice, the whole tattoo is glowing blue and she's just talking to herself. But yeah, that's my thing.
I would say Mal definitely notices her, but I don't know if he would make his way over it this time.
Yeah.
I think Phelan does the grief thing of just busying themselves with, like, being host. So, like, is like, "Oh, I gotta go to the kitchen and get more baked goods. Oh, I've got to get this." And you just see Phelan moving constantly, like, occasionally stopping to, like, share a story. But it's very clear that they're, like, trying to avoid being in one place too much.
Yeah, I think if Kalissa is even like open to talking about anything, he's like telling her stories of like shit Balmore got up to, like cheating at soot eating and throwing a cat overboard and just all the stupid little stuff that they got up to while being out. But if not, we'll just keep his distance and chill out.
She's standoffish, but if you do come and start telling stories, she sits and listens and reacts to them, but doesn't say much.
Yeah, he doesn't expect her to.
And Mal's just at the pub, on the outside of the pub, looking into the courtyard where all this is happening, just his mask like smoking from the incense, and he just lifts it every once in a while to drink his drink, and he's just at this point thoroughly fucking shit-faced, but just leaning there by himself in the moment. If anyone wanted to come over to him.
Nim, where would you be?
Oh, Nim's gonna be in the courtyard, just kind of like mingling with people, just checking in and making sure everyone's doing okay. And she probably would notice Ruff sitting by herself and talking to herself, just with Nim's ridiculously high passive perception. So I think at some point, if Ruff is comfortable, Nim would just come over and see how Ruff is doing.
Yeah, Ruff would kind of look up and be like, "Oh, hey, Nim."
Hey, just wanted to check in and see how you were doing. I know this is a lot. Yeah, I didn't expect as many people to show up as they did, but it's really nice.
Yeah. I definitely didn't expect that either. This is way better than both of us thought. I mean, we've saved a lot of people. I'm guessing they all came here to see your seat.
Yeah. The bench for Balmore. I also hope that was okay. I totally just did that by myself. It was one of those things that you do where it's like, you get all up in your emotions and you're like, what do I do with these emotions? And then you're just like, oh, create stuff.
Yeah, I do the same thing now. And
Yeah,
obviously being... Did you freeze?
Oh, no, I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you created all those they're all mega minis, I guess, is what we call them.
Yeah, you could just call them minis. That's fine.
Minis.
Yeah. I had a question.
Yeah, sure.
Why are people telling me they miss Balmore?
Nim is kind of like, you see Nim just like literally just like it's like deer in headlights. How did I get here? This spot.
And they keep saying I'm sorry. I'm very lost and confused right now, and everyone's avoiding me, and they're running to do things. Like, I watched Kellyot jump into a bush whenever I walked by. I'm super lost and confused as to what's going on.
So I think Kellyot is also may have had a few drinks tonight. Same with Mal over there. That's why he's just chilling. I think people... Nim is like really trying really hard of like how to put this, because she knows how like the fragile state that Ruff is in right now. Ruff, exactly how much do you remember happening on the ship?
Oh, do you mean when me and Balmore were separated?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that I was on the ship and I was talking to the little cute furry dragon looking thing. He was doing all the curly moves and jumping around, and then there was this thing that showed up with a mask, and it I don't know, it like floated around, and then it made like little poof noises as it jumped and landed. And then we went and talked to Balmore and Nea, and everything was great until everything went black. I just remember black after that. Everything's fine now, though.
Okay, but like, do you remember also... Nim's like just like really just like confused right now. Be like, there was another person on the ship, and this is the first time I'm hearing. This is all like her inner monologue that's going on inside the mind. So you're not hearing any of this. But Nim goes and gets very quiet. You don't remember anything this creature with the mask doing anything out of the ordinary? Like they were just walking and it sounded weird?
Yeah, it sounded weird. There was this moment where like they grabbed this line or something, then they cut it, and then that's when everything went black.
Oh. Okay. So like an actual like cutting motion.
Mm-hmm. Some really cool scissors or
Really
things.
Really cool scissors. Oh geez. And then do you remember what happened to Balmore after the string was cut?
Yeah, he went to that place where he was flying.
And you know normally that Kenku can't fly, right?
Yeah, but Balmor can do a bunch of different things that people can't do as Kinku.
That's true. Yeah, he does a lot. Wow, this is gonna be a lot harder to. Okay. You know what?
I mean, you should explain it to both of us. He's listening right now. You just have to explain it to where I would understand. I mean, he's smarter than I am. He's gonna understand before I do.
Do I know that like Balmor is like next to Ruff, or am I just like, whoa, what?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna kind of like make it like look like my attention is like split between the both of them, so I can like work with Ruff here. Okay. Hi, Balmor. Didn't realize you were there. I can feel your presence, but at the same time, I don't know if that's like your spirit, and then like, because I don't like see you.
Well, of course you can't see him. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at wherever you said Balmor was. I'm not. His physical state is no longer with us.
Well, yeah, some asshole burned him to ashes while I was asleep.
Okay. Well, because his body is no longer on the physical plane of existence, that is what everybody here is remembering. That they are remembering that, you know, his physical existence is no longer here.
Oh, so they're like celebrating his body.
Yeah, that's a fan. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with that. And then you see them kind of like, oh, it's gonna take a lot more
You
to.
you guys are weird. Who celebrates bodies? Like, don't get me wrong. I know what other stuff is, and that stuff's fun. But the celebrating bodies things with a chair doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
especially when you could just tell him that you want to celebrate him. Like, wouldn't that make sense?
So I think he knows this. Niv's like scrambling for words right now and is like, how the heck do I? Okay, so physical body no longer on this plane. Sometimes in certain cultures, when that happens, we host a memorial service to remember the physical being who once was. I've done a lot of reading, but none of them have really like prepared me for this particular moment.
She's just gonna look over and go, "Do you understand this?" Oh, it's a mistake. Okay, now that makes sense. They all think I'm crazy too.
Is he looking at the bird or just at a space that's empty?
The space, the bird and the faunaphoid, the bird and the mini are just playing.
Okay.
Like so you don't understand. I don't understand. It's fine. We say thank you. It doesn't. It's still a celebration, and I guess. Maybe you guys liked his body a lot and he helped everybody, so this is if Mal burns me up, do I get a body celebration too?
This is when Nim like actually starts to cry. It was just like, but like she's really trying like not to show it. She's like, I don't know if we're gonna go that far. We're not gonna speak that into existence. You're gonna stay as you are, Ruff. We like you. We like having you here and like having you around. But for now, why don't we just continue with the gathering of people who loved Balmore and wanting to make sure that you're okay, and if you need anything else, that we're all here for you.
Weirdly enough, she looks over and goes, "See, I told you the body celebration was great. You should say thank you." He won't say it. I'm sorry. I know he wants to. And then as she looks over, you hear an audible click. And in Phelan's voice, you hear, "Thank you for everything."
From the bird? Or from you?
Syntheria has a very high passive perception. Pick an audio source where it's coming from.
It's the bird. The bird. How about this? Switch it. Bird lands on your shoulder and looks at you and goes, and like tilts his head at you. "Thank you for everything."
And that's when Nim starts absolutely sobbing and just says, "I'm gonna go check on Phelan. I think they need help in the kitchen yet again. It's gonna be fine. We're getting used to things, but Ruff, we'll talk later, okay?"
Well, speaking of Phelan's not in the kitchen right now.
Where'd they go?
You see that Phelan has come over to Mal and is holding a plate with your favorite scone, looks at you and says, "So are we training to be a drunken monk as well?"
I'm pretty good at it. I've gotten the drunken part down pretty pat. And apparently you throw your fist a certain way. That's the way it's got to be done. Otherwise, it's not the same.
Are you just planning to be drunk for the rest of your days?
We'll see. We'll see how it works. Eyes in the grave, and I just look around. Any ghosts in around this little part?
Yes?
There's ghosts everywhere.
It's a complicated. It's a complicated answer there.
Show us a ghost.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
There is a ghostly presence on the ground that you built the house by itself. For one.
Oh my god.
Two.
The house is haunted.
Two. I mean, the mini is weird. Hard to give a solid answer with that. I'm trying to think if anyone else looks weird in this crowd. Tabitha. That's it? I think.
Cool.
There was a lot of people in the crowd.
All right, well, I gotta look up spells later. Anyways.
Great drunken ghost finder, what did you find? And you see Phelan's a little irritated with you.
All right, stop being so mean to me, Faye.
Why? I thought you liked it.
That's when we're upstairs or downstairs. Where's your bedroom?
Why are you asking?
I just don't remember where we put all the rooms. I know mine's downstairs.
Yeah, I'm upstairs. I share a room with them.
Well, I guess it's not out of the...
Why don't you get back to me when you've sobered up? And I walk away.
I feel like that could have gone better. Interesting.
And
it's a good insight.
Pale's gonna go back in the kitchen and get... What?
It's a good inside check he rolled there.
Did you roll an insight check?
No.
That'd be funny.
It's fine.
Wow.
Incredible.
Did anyone have any final moments they wanted to make sure to have at the memorial?
I think, again, Nim was just gonna keep checking in on everybody and, making sure things are okay as things are winding down.
We'll allow replay time for Zella if Arnea wants to put into anything here. But one thing that Nea was going to do was going to give you the formula for the potion from Healing Eruptions. So at some point, we'll just make sure that gets to you, Nymptheria. So just so that you now have if you get a troll heart, you can make a potion that would recover exhaustion. Guide get a troll heart. But besides that,
Cool.
We make it happen.
Sailing. Cool. If we're all set with the memorial, I'm going to say now we can go to break. And then we'll come back with any final things people want to do. I'm going to have some updates for you guys as well that I will give them as well, and we'll see what else is going on. We'll be back in a few minutes, guys. See you in a bit. Hello all. We are back once again. We're going to send you off with, I'm sure, just the sweetest, most wonderful scenes ever. And yeah, we're going to get started on that in a second. I will say that those of you who are paying attention to the crowd at the memorial, is you do see Alex and Thom there. You don't see their guard anymore, the large hulking guy who was carrying all the weapons. He does not seem to be there anymore, and instead there is what looks like a metallic, like a warforged made out of pure black metal that is carrying one of each of their weapons on its back. Alex looks like she went from like very tired to like still very tired. Like this. It's been 2 weeks, and doesn't look much better. Thom just seems sad during it because she understands at this point what this is. So other there, and like they gladly talk to you guys and share memories that they also have. There's like a small retinue of guards that kind of follow because like they're the royals. So that exists on like the outskirts, but they try not to take up too much time so normal people can go. But otherwise they head off back to the palace not long after. We have a bunch of other scenes people want to do. Is there one that someone wants to start with?
I think Phelan and Mal. I think this is probably a couple weeks later. Mal, what tavern are you at?
If ours is built, that's where I would be at this point.
Mm-hmm. You see Phelan come in, looking like they've been walking for a good 5 hours. And they come in and see an empty bar stool next to you and kind of slump into it and go, I swear, if I have to explain to Ruff one more time, not to put the purple fungus in her beak, I might lose it. Just a little bit.
I mean, I feel like at this point, if she hasn't figured it out, then you just let it fucking fly. You'll fucking learn your lesson one way or the other.
I don't stop her at this point. I've got charcoal in my bag if I need it, but at this point, she's a grown-ass adult. She'll do what she wants. Have you already been drinking?
Of course I have. What else do you think I do on any time after noon?
There ever a time that you enjoy being sober?
Nope, probably not.
I guess you must find me a teetotaler then. And I
don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Teetotaler?
I don't drink very much.
I try not to judge people for the decisions they make.
I'm going to order a drink, though. I know that Kellyot made that Starstruck drink.
Pretty good. You should have at least a few of them.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because they're delicious and you want to just imbibe in the drinks of our friends that they worked really hard for. I'm spilling my drink all over the place. Jeez Louise.
And how's the sparring going then?
Well, Kellyot I think they may have broken my rib at one point. It's not a big deal. I can just easily fix it, but it's been going good, I think. I mean, I feel like Kel's gonna disagree because I feel like for every one punch I throw, he throws about 3, which feels a little uneven. I don't know how he got so fucking fast.
Monk and a monk.
Listen, I get it. It just doesn't feel really fair.
Okay, but think about it this way. I'm not very strong, but I'm really dexterous. And so if I try to punch you, you're going to laugh at me. But
I'm not going to laugh at anybody.
I kind of like jokingly punch your shoulder, and it is like the weakest thing you've ever felt in your life.
Oh.
No, bravo. Magnificent acting. Oh my God. I take a drink and just say, I'm sorry for getting mad at you at the memorial, by the way.
It's really not that big a deal. I feel like people get mad at me more often than not because I'm not afraid to say what was on my mind.
Okay.
So, frankly,
if you're going to say what's on your mind, then say what's on your mind.
I feel like I do that often.
Uh-huh. And I pull out the music box.
It's a nice music box.
Yeah, I have no idea who got it for me. Do you know?
No? Why would I?
Thought it might be you.
Was there a note or something that went with it?
No. I guess I was kind of hoping it would be you.
Why would you hope it was me?
I pull out a potpourri pack.
Has someone been leaving those in your room too?
I've been leaving them in your room.
Why? I mean, they're really nice. I like them a lot. They smell fucking fantastic. But why would you leave them in my room?
Because I know that you like the smell and you struggle with the smell of rot, and also because each of the flowers means something.
What do they mean?
Well, there was one of them I left that meant I'm sorry. It was hyacinth, and it was after the xylith thing. That I was sorry that you went through that. And then I left you one that was daffodils, which was confusion. Because I couldn't really tell with you.
I'm confused myself most of the day.
And then I left ivy and white flowers, which means affection. And this one has pink roses. It means I like you. Even though you like getting drunk and I'm boring, even though you like to speak your mind and sometimes you weird me out with the dirty jokes, like, I like you, Mel.
What is there to like? It's not.
What? You can't tell? Do I need to spell it out for you?
I just don't think I understand what someone like you would even find.
What do you mean, someone like me?
Well, someone who's not fucked up beyond all belief.
You think I'm not fucked up?
I mean, let's go. I'm sure you've got your own fucking issues, but still, like, you look at you and then you look at me, and it's like, well, if someone's holding a scale of fucked up, I feel like it's way too. Someone's holding it down on one side here.
I think that you are caring. I think you are strong. I think you are funny. I think you're a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's fun.
I want to get.
I don't know. I've liked you for a while, and you see, just it blushing, just blush. It's starting to look down and stammer like, this is not the way I thought it was going to go, and now I feel weird.
Well, Hey, I think I'd be lying if I said I didn't admire you.
Why?
I think you have a way to you that it feels I don't understand, and I admire.
Okay. So what does that mean? Is this that's nice but no thank you, or
No, it's not that. I think it's let's enjoy this drink together and see how it goes.
okay. I can drink to that. Fancy.
Fade to black. Okay.
Fade to black. Good lord.
You're welcome.
It's finally happened.
Can I
You
do
just-
the
you just-
fire? Can I do the fireworks now? I want to do the fireworks now. I've waited 20 episodes.
Malkith, you're cheating on me.
I feel like a tipsy Phelan and Malkith are like walking and talking, and we just hear Ruff doing fucking fireworks noises.
Mm-hmm. Been waiting all this time.
Phelan gives Mal a little kiss on the cheek.
You just hear Nim just like shouting in the like somewhere and be like, I know it.
What is happening?
Where are you all appearing from?
Where are you coming
Anywhere.
from?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
we
waiting for
live
my moment
together.
for Elliot to find out.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I can't wait for Kellyanne to find out.
So, Kelly, while that's going on, maybe you're visiting your sister.
oh yes, maybe. Yeah, she can either come to the house or I could have gone to meet her somewhere. But-
what kind of note do you send? Like, what is the missive? Come now, cool secrets. Okay, thanks, bye. Like, what is?
No, it's like, hey, need to talk about everything we were talking about last time. Sooner rather than after the bells ring would be great. Meet me at XYZ place. I don't know.
Sure. She doesn't want to meet you at home.
No, he'll ask to meet at like some place where they used to play as kids, probably. Like some like little like plaza courtyard area, whatever in town.
Yeah, sure. You go back to the Ark and Keep like fountain area that Irona had the book club meeting at. And meet up there. She's just sitting on the fountain around the edge and watching it, staring off at it while she waits for you.
I'm sorry, like 20 coyotes just started screaming outside my window and it terrified the shit out of me.
Coyotes followed you
That's
to
super
Callista's house.
It's not me.
It was just a sudden change of atmosphere. I was like, who's screaming?
Why is their boss music playing?
I know. Okay. Yeah, I think he walks up to her and he's like, remember when you pushed me in this?
Remember when you tried to push me in it?
Yeah, it's like moving a brick wall sometimes, you know that?
I'd like to say it's chalked up to just family and stubbornness, and that's just our own thing. But I'm also built. It's like a brick shit house, so I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, you put a lot of work in and it paid off. What the fuck happened?
You gotta be so much more specific right now, Calliot.
Like, is mom just going off the deep end because dad's gone? Like,
she's trying to do whatever, and you see Callista's falling in a bit into like fall into step. These are the things you say when you're talking about family. She's doing what she thinks she needs to do to try to keep the family, the bloodline, together.
That's the house answer. That's the Vidrati answer. What's the Callista answer?
I'm kind of tired. She's a little scary right now. Not like I think she could beat either of us up, but like just like the aura is terrifying from her.
Yeah, it's a physical violence that we had to be worried about with her. It was just becoming the family disappointment that was the threat.
But that leaving like through her like bad. Immediately she started sending out.
Why?
Because your note is the only thing we really knew. Like that information's all we got. He didn't say anything. And like we lived together. I had breakfast with him. Like I talked to him. I talked to her. And then like he left. Mom just started sending out letters trying to like find eligible bachelors and bachelorettes to try to see what kind of connections we could build and make, and like some of them went topside. And now I'm marrying this random furball that I don't really know.
You don't want to. We can figure out something. I can like stage a kidnapping, something. Like, you don't want this. I don't want this. Like, yeah, like every time Balmore talked about you, I like kind of wanted to throw up in my mouth a little bit, but like I would have come around. It would have been fine. Like,
you see her eyes soften a bit. She goes, did he talked about me?
Yeah. I mean, he really liked you. And you deserve someone who is actually going to really like you. Not... Literally, me and Nim were in prison talking about how much of a dickhead this guy is. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's literally not the...
Okay. I want to ask.
This is bar fight shit. You know me, just the stuff that I get up to.
They must just have a hall pass for you.
I don't know. I'm trying to get the prison warden to like me, but it's not working. In fact, I think it's still the opposite, and I think he kind of hates me now.
You say stuff like that, and I don't know why we didn't have you try doing this stuff. You are better with people.
Listen, like, the whole reason I stopped trying in the first place was because I thought it was stupid that you and I were ever pitted against each other in the first place. You have always been smarter. You were always better at doing like any of like the ancient drow magic stuff. Like, you remembered all the histories and stuff. You were always beating me in whatever like fights we had. Like, you were the better sibling. And I knew that. You knew that, I thought. But if this is the prize you get for being the better sibling, that sucks, and you don't deserve that.
I haven't wanted to be... Someone had to do something, Keliot, so I tried to be the something that supposedly we needed. But it doesn't seem to matter once Dad just disappears.
Did I tell you that I got a weird vision about him?
No.
I thought I sent a message, but I must have not have. Yeah, so there's a lady who's very nice and very alive. Thanks to us. Lives in Plunge. Yeah. And she gives people visions and has visions. And she got a vision of Dad bound and beaten in somewhere dark. But I didn't get anything else other than that.
That's just more stressful. Stressful.
I know. And I'll figure it out. I will figure it out.
Listen. I'm really trying to not go back to my like same old of just trying to strangle you.
I mean, honestly, after everything I put you through, you deserve it. And if you wanted to, that would be okay. Part of my training was literally just to survive you. So, but
I'm honored.
You should be, because honestly, the training sucked and it was a lot of it, and I didn't want to do it. But I have ears and eyes everywhere now, a little bit more than I used to. And I'm trying to keep an ear out for anything that might have to do with Dad. And I'll do what I can, but I'm honest. I'm worried about you marrying this guy. I don't want you marrying this guy.
I also don't. Look, Mom found a connection. It was someone who had capabilities and like knowledge about necromancy magic and a way to help it with sustaining the abjuration magic that we tried to put in the city. Like I don't really know more than that. I'm trying to not be a part of it as much as I can be. But like I've met him. I've had okay conversations with him. It doesn't look bad.
He doesn't look bad. He's so hot. It's so unfortunate.
The siblings not in agreement about this one thing.
You see Nim off in the distance somewhere, just kind of.
I love that the one thing Kalissa and Kellyot can bond over is, God damn, this guy is hot.
Valmore in the afterlife, like, what the fuck?
I want to grab those horns. Anyways, but yeah, that's fine. That's great.
No, it's not.
None of you guys. That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting. Is that like that one little bit's fine, but it sounds like from what I'm hearing, he's a not great person. I would like to, yes, not marry him. I don't really know what to do about that. I don't like a kidnapping.
Kellyot's extra 1 intelligence pings, and he's like, "What if I disguise myself as you, and I get married to him, and then I kidnap him, and then no one ever hears from him again?"
This feels like a wonderful alternate reality one shot that we should do at some point. But
we should. I want to make a new character for this.
It's just Kellyot who hires like 5 other people. they help out with this.
I can't get my friends involved because they will know that this is like
such a backseat road.
The mystery wedding. No. Like, can I talk to Mom and try to find a way to talk her out of it?
Yes, I wouldn't today because you have to talk to the DM and like come up with fucking details about her. But yeah.
That's fair. We got other stuff to talk about today anyway. I think I have a plan that I have to go somewhere else today, so it's whatever. But like I could try talking to Mom. I know she fucking hates my ass, but like honestly, Kalissa, like, fuck Mom. Like, anything I've ever done to piss her off has been in some fucked up, stupid teenager way of trying to protect you, and it's not worked, and I'm sorry about that. So I'm gonna try to fix it, and I will fix it, and you'll be fine, and you won't have to marry this douchebag, and everything will be great.
You see, she hears that long like that long barrage of a statement. She hears and registers that, and I don't know if Kellyot's ever actually said stuff like that to her before, but it clicks in her head what you just said, and again her eyes go soft for a moment, and the first time in a long time she wraps you up in a hug.
Oh, I don't think Kellyot can withstand that. I think he just sort of hugs her back and starts crying a little bit.
She's also crying, and she's like, "This is probably not a good look for us."
No, and if you won't tell anybody, I won't tell anybody.
Okay, just to disguise it, we should fall into the fountain.
Okay, cool. And I push her into the fountain.
I think that is good for getting you some information and closing out that scene a bit. Where did we want to go next? Oh, Calista does ask to go back to your temple with you for a bit.
Oh, to the house or to the temple? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
She can meet the kids.
God.
Oh my god, that's either going to be so good or so bad.
I feel like Laufey would probably really like her.
How are you?
Ollie, probably not.
How are you?
And Miki
single
would probably like
and
her.
You have 5 children. I'm.
Yeah, these are my kids.
These are my children.
Do we want to move to the Ildra scene or Malkith and Keliot scene?
I'm cool with moving to the Elder scene because I think that would be a great continuation because I have many a question.
Let's go.
How do you contact Ildra, or where do you have her meet you? Like, how is this going?
I think I do have Mal send a message, but we don't have to play that out.
No, let's definitely play this out. I definitely need to play out the Mal message.
Unfortunately, Nim, I think we have to actually play it out.
We have to do it. We have to do it.
Because we don't know how accurate it's going to be otherwise.
Okay. All right, Mal, look at me. Can you repeat exactly what I say?
Of course.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm ready.
Hi, Ildra. This is Nim.
Hi, Eldra. This is Nem.
Just got back. Can meet tomorrow for brunch at where's the place for brunch?
Can meet tomorrow for brunch. Where's a place for brunch?
No, don't include that.
There's the bulking bakery. I think one of them is called
the bulking up bakery.
Bulking
Yes,
Up
that's where Phelan works.
Yes, and the bulking up bakery.
The bulking up bakery.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to cast a spell now.
Oh no.
Hey, sending a message on behalf of Nim. Hey, sending a message on behalf of Nim. They want to meet at a bakery called Bulking Bakery. They didn't say why, so good luck. Bye.
I actually think that's pretty accurate, yeah.
I mean, there's no time or date associated with that message.
I said tomorrow, but
I didn't say tomorrow.
No, you didn't.
No, you said they didn't say when.
Did I say
Okay,
when?
how about tomorrow? Does that work?
So they're asking if tomorrow works.
Yeah, tomorrow, like 11 in the morning.
11 in the morning. Got it. All right. So Nim said that works. They suggested maybe 11 in the morning tomorrow. I know you said tomorrow, but we're just confirming that it's.
In which Mal is me over texting? I know we already said it, but
Tomorrow's at 11 is perfect. Thank you, person. Did you introduce yourself?
No, didn't introduce myself. My name's Mal. I guess that's really not that important, though, because I'm just a middleman in all of this. So, something about tomorrow's being good, right?
Yep. Tomorrow, 11, Bulking Bakery. Perfect. Nice to meet you.
I'm out of spells, so that's like I'm out of third levels.
Hey, it only took 3 third-level spells to lock the bakery.
Mal.
Pick up
Efficient.
sending.
Yeah, how do I do that? How can I pick that up? I would love to.
That's a great question. I don't know
that.
if you have that capability in
It's
either of
mine
your
and mine alone.
Yeah, you definitely need to find other ways to get sending if you want more of it. Cool. You're able to meet at the Bulking Up Bakery, where, I mean, you might see Phelan in the distance running around doing a thing or two here and there. as you guys are able to sit down, grab some nice baked goods. I believe there was a lemon blueberry, something that we had last time that was very, very good.
If you will allow me, you definitely
Never.
see me come over and like personally deliver the tea and baked goods and just look at Nim with a look that clearly reads, if this gets out of hand, I'm here. I will fuck shit up.
you see the mouth. Thank you. But anyway, Ildra, it's good to see you. It's been so long.
First, 10 days. I saw you a few days ago.
It's our last very brief
Fair.
visit. Yes,
it was very, very brief. It's good to see a different, familiar face down here. Do you like it down here? You've been down here a while. That long?
Yeah. It's been a while. No, it's kind of. It's really strange how it all happens. You leave one place and another place becomes kind of like home.
Good. I'm glad you found some place that wasn't our home. Because everything feels really off there now.
Yeah. What happened after I left?
Well, even before you left, there was, I don't know, Miriam seemed odd. And then, the whole thing, and then Orson, your husband, and that whole situation was gross and awful. And then everyone's fine. The town's fine. People just don't seem like themselves as much anymore. It's like there's an ick, a gloom in the air, and it hangs over almost everybody. But one good thing Miriam's been doing is when he does leave. I unfortunately go with. I've become secretary or attendant or whatever word you want to use, and I go with him, and we go to other cities or villages, and he makes connections, and in some ways our town's still prospering decently. It's just you ever have good things happen but things don't feel good at the same time?
I know that feeling all too well.
It's that. I don't know why. It just, none of it feels natural. And I mean, I'll be honest, he got not rage filled, but there is a different emotion that he never shows on him right after we met you guys at the library, and it took a day or two for it to calm down.
You see Nim is very fiddling with the tea that they have. They're just nursing it because it's already a heavy conversation, but Nim's face falls when they hear that Ildra has experienced also this rage that Nim knows all too well, and Nim goes, I really hate that you had to experience that.
It's fine.
I'm surprised he showed that part of himself to you, but I guess he must trust you enough to do that.
I hope not. The only time I saw it was after you stood up to him for a little bit. That seemed to throw him for a few. But then he just went back to normal. We got here immediately. Had a posse of people. There were people here already that I guess knew of him, and immediately we found a place to stay, and then went over to this person's house with some gifts and flourishes and proposed. It was weird and quick, and I knew we were coming for connections, but no other place we've gone has he just gone to go get married. That was weird.
Yeah. Friend's sister is his fiance. and there's this whole other thing of like this a whole mess. This is like a whole other story for another time, but like let me tell you, our family is about to get like way more complicated unless we find a way to stop this from happening. Because how do you feel about all this? I mean, like all this is like sudden and just wild.
As you're like, our whole family's about to get, she gets like excited for a moment, being like, "Oh, it's gonna get bigger," or like there's gonna be like an interesting thing, and then you're just like complicated. It's like, oh, and you watch the shoulders kind of sag for a moment again. I mean, again, it's currently helping the city, whatever he's doing. I don't know how the marriage is supposed to help. That's not something. I mean, I understand sometimes people get married for like benefits, like if there are some, but I don't know like what he wants down here. Like nothing against down here. I'm sure it's like great. I don't know what he's getting from down here.
Is there? I heard it must have something to do with. This is just a hunch that I have. Because wait, hold on. Above table, does Nim know about like what Kalissa and Kellyot talked about with like this is all like the magic stuff that's like going on?
I will allow it if Kellyot shares it.
Which magic stuff?
The where Kalissa was like, yeah, apparently he's helping out with like the necromantic magic and shit like that.
I think after that conversation, he came home and kicked open your door and like threw himself on your bed and was like, "Oh my God, Nim, we have to stop this marriage."
Okay, so
told
Nim,
you not everything, but the important bits.
Okay, so Nim knows about the magic thing. Okay, perfect. Okay, back to brunch. Okay, so Nim's kind of talking about all this and then says, "I think it has something to do with magic in Massaetopolis. I'm not entirely sure of like 100% of the details, but I need to look into it and I need to get more details like ASAP. So if there's anything that you can find out on your end,
okay,
I would be very grateful."
Is there something specific? Like, what am I looking for?
I think just, I don't know, just anything you can find on like magic in Masset or like magic being used for like certain things or properties, something along those lines. I can look on my end too.
Okay, I can see. Do you want me to just like search in the stuff that's public here, or am I like trying to see what Nerium has? Because I don't know that he has a lot on him, or at least not stuff that I might be able to get to it. I don't know.
If you feel comfortable, because Nim gets very quiet for a moment. I don't want you to find yourself in any sort of situation where you might find yourself in trouble.
She nods to that. I was like, why don't we like meet once every 10 days and just like come here?
Yeah.
That way we make sure we're both fine.
Yeah, I think that'll be great. My friend Phelan actually works here. I don't know if you've seen the Star Elf running around, but
yeah.
I'm trying very hard to be inconspicuous while I'm working behind the counter, and it's not working.
They're very
you're just like keeping one ear out, and just kind of like.
Oh yeah, like trying to overhear, not doing well. Definitely has burned at least one coffee. You know when you make the milk for too long.
Yeah.
Cafes are not your favorite terrain, unfortunately.
No, I will say, as a ranger, coffee shops not my favorite terrain.
Anyway, so my friend Phelan works here, so this is a very safe place for us to be here. Also, we have a house, so if you ever wish to stop by our house, that's also safe. Do you have like sending stones? Wow, words. Sending stones of any sort that we could use to keep in touch together?
I don't have anything like that, and you know that Iltra, like, pretty well known with, like, in your circle at least, did not really have a lot of magic. But I could probably bug. Miriam likes to spend money. I can probably see if I could get him to buy some and then borrow them for an extended period of time.
We can do that. And then I had another question. I know I've been asking quite a bit from you, but I have to ask. Every time I cast a spell, it's very unusual because lately, for the past couple of months, I've been just feeling really weak every time I use a spell, and it's very unusual. So I didn't know if you knew what was going on with that.
Roll me a wisdom. Roll me just a straight wisdom check. You can have advantage on this.
Oh, that was a 1, so yeah. Okay, that's a 17, that's better. 17 plus 3, that's 20.
17 plus 20. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm using that kind of as a substitute role for Ildra, just because I don't have a character sheet really for her.
Oh, fair.
So we'll say with a 20, Ildra thinks about it and is thinking of your brother and the way he acts, and it's until recently he wasn't really much of a ring guy, but now he has all of these really overly glamorous rings, and they all have a weird glow to them. I don't know if that's related, but you haven't seen him in how long?
I haven't seen him in a while. Sorry, I'm just seeing all the
What the two of you?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. Can you because it's been since I left that it's been a long time since I've seen him. I've never known him to wear extensive jewelry except for when he likes to show off. If you could find out what those rings are doing,
I can
maybe
try. I'll at least write down if I see anything on them. I'll try to write it down, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know magic items super well.
That's okay. Maybe I can find books in my library about them. I'll have to see.
Okay. Yeah, I can write down the information. If you or someone is pretty good with the arcane, maybe you guys can figure it out. But right now all I can do is write down what they look like, and they look really weird. So hopefully that'll help. But I will say he's also fairly, as far as I can tell, fairly strong with his own magics now. He has not quite zombie undead, but has shadowy creatures every once in a while. He doesn't bring them out a lot, but a couple times for intimidation purposes he's had them come out. But I've only ever seen 1 or 2, but it's weird and not something I enjoy.
Okay, that's not good. Okay, well, again, Nim is going to, even though she knows this is going to not be the best, Nim is going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on Ildra. First level.
All right. You feel it only take a first level, which is good, so you don't feel an extra drain on your magic in this moment. And she has the effect on. She's like, what is, sorry, again, don't know what is.
I just cast kind of think of it as a barrier to magic, so that way in case he tries to do anything to you or you run into something you're not supposed to, you have protection.
Should I try this to do something right today?
If you can, if you have that ability. I know it doesn't last that long, so if you have the chance and if you feel up to it, if not, we can try it again, and maybe I could even make you something to just an amulet of some kind to ward off stuff. I don't know, I'll think about it.
Okay. I would love to come see your new house at some point. I'm gonna assume that you explain some of it to her, and she'd say it sounds really cool.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. More than welcome at some point. Maybe hopefully if things calm down a bit.
So the guy who runs the bar does the tattoos, or the one who talks to himself does tattoos? Talks to herself? You have a weird group of friends.
They're weird, but that's why I like them. That one's rough. She does the tattoos. Kelia is the one who the one with the long hair. He does the bartending. So.
Does the bartending, has tattoos. Got it. And for a while, Ildra doesn't leave right away to go try to do something, but spend some time with you, and you guys can relax for a little while in your bakery. Not your bakery, but in the bakery that you're in.
Yeah. Well, I guess we will plan for another hangout, and if anything is to happen, hopefully someone on board, with your crew and everything, hopefully they know sending, because if they know sending, then they can reach my friend Malkith was the one who was my middleman, who I deeply appreciate him. So he was one who you heard messages from.
I don't think I've met them, so it would be hard to put a face to the name.
Oh. Nim just draws a quick sketch of Malkith and hands it over.
Okay. Okay.
That's what he looks like.
He looks drunk like this.
No,
and then indignant like this. Drunk, indignant.
We've been going through some stuff, but it's okay. Yeah, you can have your guy, send something to him, or if we figure out the sending stone thing, I could even try and find a place in town. Maybe even Bessie at the fungal house has some sending stones that I can borrow. Who knows? We'll see.
Everyone's just got hundreds of gold worth of items just chilling around. People should go see Haver. It's this is what he does.
I'm trying. I have been trying.
Everyone distract Kelia from seeing his boy.
Ildra gives you a hug before leaving, and if you're okay with it, lightly gives you a peck on the cheek, and then churns when she did it, and then just walks out.
And then just many shades of blushing just happens. Just
doesn't realize until after. Oh no.
Well, okay. Anyway.
All right. Last call. Does anyone else have a thing that they want to do? Nobody? All right. I guess we're done for tonight. No.
What?
Let's have Kelly.
Gotta do our big fight scene.
Fight.
Cool.
Why are we fighting?
The girls are fighting. I think Malcolm probably finds Kelly out in the kitchen or something, or behind the bar of the pub, in the morning before it opens, clearly avoiding certain bird-like people, and just tested out different different kegs that he's had aging.
This is at the end of the 2 months.
Yeah, this could be at the tail end of it, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, what the fuck? Why you keep giving Ruff the cold shoulder?
He takes a big old... He stops, takes a cup, fills it, takes a bigger swig, and is I have no idea what you're talking about. Everything's fine. Everything's great.
My passive insight is pretty high. So And I assume Kellyot is not intentionally, not going to try and super lie to Malcolm.
No, it's kind of almost facetious at this point.
Right. I'm going to walk up behind Kellyot and hold on. I just want to make sure.
I can suplex me into my own bar.
I need you to be okay with this, Kel.
Be okay with what? The fact that Balmore's dead? Maybe, probably because of something Ruff did, and
it's more than likely. Yes, it's more than likely what Ruff did, but it is what it is at this point.
She has no idea even that he's gone. She just sits around and talks to him. He's not here, and everyone's being way too gentle with her at this point. Our local necromancer is trying so hard to be so kind to Ruff and to explain, hey, Balmore's not here anymore, and Ruff is not having it, and the rest of us just have to deal with Balmore being dead and act like it's fine. And you and Phelan are babying her, taking her out on little nature walks, letting her hang around all the time, and I get it, because I, too, was also trying to kind of protect her from Kalissa's wrath, which I don't know if Riff would have survived. That would have been really rough. But I don't understand why you want me to just be okay with this.
I'm asking you to be okay with it because I made a promise.
To do what?
To watch out for her. You know what Balmore would want. You know what Balmore would want.
I don't know anything about Balmore would want. The person Balmore was froze in time the moment he died. I cannot go ask him anything. He's gone. And Ruff gets to live in this happy little fantasy world where Balmore's still around while we have to sit in the fucking ashes. Literally. And I get you made a promise, and I will do my best to be okay with it, but I need her to understand the consequences of fucking actions, man. I can't just sit here and pretend that everything's fine all the time just because Balmore wanted it that way. Our friend is dead. The guy who was in love with my sister and my sister loved back is dead.
You see Malkith cast sending. Ruff, I need you to come upstairs real quick. I need you to come here. I have something to say to you.
Sure. One sec. Kind of busy. What for?
What the fuck are you busy with? I told you to come upstairs. I got fucking something to say to you. It doesn't matter what it's for. Get your fucking silly ass up here now.
That was aggressive. Just gotta.
That's sending.
Yeah, she comes up. It's her and the mini Fauna Forge just walking around.
As soon as they come up, Eyes of the Grave. Do I see Balmore's spirit anywhere around there?
Technically, no. I'll let Tech decide on how visible this part is.
You do see a light blue glow around Ruff.
Callie up.
Mm.
I'm making a guess here, but I'm thinking Balmore's inside that bird. So?
What, Ruff?
No, the fucking bird, the middle one. I wouldn't call Ruff a bird. That's really fucking rude.
I mean, it's kind of your MO a little bit.
That's fair. That's fair.
You think the bird?
I'm just telling you what I see.
You guys brought the bird to life. I'm telling you that. Like, I don't want. Malekith, I appreciate, but I don't want to play little fun pretend games when Balmore is dead and gone.
Ruff, you realize that your brother's dead, right? You've been going around pretending that he's talking to you. You're making illusions of him. He's gone. The person we all knew as Balmore's gone. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You understand that, don't you?
What time of day is it?
The time of day when you would have been able to speak.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to be a dick about it. I just like.
I feel like after 2 months, we would have figured out that there are times you can speak and there are times you cannot speak. And this is the time that you can.
Yeah, I was always going to ask that. My bad. So I'm just going to assume always when you ask me a question, it's like. But yeah, so she just kind of looks over and just goes, he's not dead though.
He's dead enough to the rest of us.
Okay.
Why the fuck do you think we had a fucking memorial service for him?
Well, one, I don't know what that is.
You've seen it though.
Yeah, Nim explained it to me. It's a bunch of people celebrating his body. I don't understand why this has to be yelled at.
Why do you think he's not? Why do you think he's not dead? All we saw, once again, was you show up and do something, and then Balmore keeled over and died, and now he's dead and gone, and none of us can ever see or talk to him again. That's what we saw. I don't know what's happening to you that you think that he's maybe there's a fractima thing. Did you absorb him ex utero? I don't understand.
They didn't absorb him. Why would I absorb him? The stone did.
What stone?
The one your sister sent.
You put Balmore in a rock?
Where would you put your sibling?
Not in a rock? What? There wouldn't even be a reason to put a sibling in a rock. What happened? Explain to me what happened, because I gotta know, Ruff. Because I've been trying real hard to be nice to you, or just to avoid you at this point, because, in my head, you killed Balmore, and Balmore's just dead and gone forever. So if you could explain to me what the fuck is going on, that'd be really cool, dude.
So I didn't kill anyone, and Balmore is here. He's right, and she points for the very first time, holy fuck, here, and taps the bird.
Well, the real body of your brother is gone. And
thanks to you.
I'm sorry. Were you going to somehow bring his body back? I know a bit about you Fractima folk. And if one of you is dead and the other's not, there's something going on there besides normal death.
Wait. If one Fractima dies, both Fractima have to die?
As far as I know.
I'm right here. We're right here. Obviously, we don't have to die if one of us dies. Obviously, that means one of us isn't dead. Therefore, we're alive. I don't understand why you guys are so emotional. It would make sense if he died. He did not die. He's right here. Prove to me he's dead. I dare you.
You know I see ghosts, right?
Yeah, and you were incorrect the last time you saw one.
Yeah, because the little boy doesn't follow you, right?
Is there a little boy following me?
Rough. I made your brother a promise. Don't make me have to be a person you don't want me to be. We've had this discussion before. You have the ability to be better than me. Don't make me show you that person. Don't play stupid. Don't try and twist words. Trust that what I'm telling you is the truth.
The only person I have to trust is me. Or I could ask my brother for advice. I don't have to trust you. I don't have to trust Kellyot or Phelan or Nea, Nim, any of you. I do so because I see you as family. But if you, for some reason, feel the need to hurt me, I see that my definition of family was correct.
No one's hurting anybody. But I need you to explain to me what happened on the boat. That, how did it happen? Why is Balmore not dead? If he's not dead. Because from everyone else's perspective, Balmore has been dead for 2 months. And we've been mourning him and trying very nicely to keep, spare your feelings, but apparently you've just been talking to him. And either you're insane or something has happened that should not have happened, and we need to know why. Please. I guess that's the only other thing I have to add to that.
With you saying that, Ruff is just gonna shake her head and fine. Obviously you don't trust and believe me enough to know that I'm telling the truth based on what I say. So how about this? And she's going to attempt to cast Aberration Soul on you. Say
Okay.
you could either fail it on purpose or roll for Constitution. I think it's 15.
Alright. That's a base 18.
Oh, well, then you don't see it, but a invisible version of Balmore is yelling, "I'm alive. I'm right here. Please save me." But if that's happening, the bird on her shoulder now is screaming, "I'm alive. I'm right here. That you could get me out of this, or you could save me, or if you guys could figure this out." And he's mimicking everything that version is saying. But you continuously, the bird's mouth is just open. And after every pause is a click. But you hear, "I'm here. I'm right here. I'm to the right of Ruff." And there's nothing there. To the right of Ruff, if you can't see me, that's not on me. Why she's having to tell you this over and over again. I'm right here. And then click happens, and the bird just tilts its head and eyes staring at you.
Does my eyes of the grave see a spirit there?
I would think not, just because it's just an illusion. It's not an actual soul.
So it is not Balmore actually saying it. This is a projection of Ruff thinking what Balmore would say.
everything that's being said is exactly, yes. It's rough pushing the
narrative.
This is what I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Like, the bird, yes, you've got the bird to say things. But is soul in the bird, Malkith?
I mean, as far as I can tell, yeah. Well, whatever they're trying to tell you now, I don't see anything. Whatever spell rough cast.
It's not a spell. I mean, this it's not a spell. It's him trying to talk to you. And she looks up, and as she does so, the bird is going to open its arms and stretch its chest. And as it does this, you see, not exactly, but a very vibrant blue glow in the center of the bird's chest.
No more in the bird, Malkith.
I mean, it certainly fucking seems like it. That's why I already said it. I see this fucking Balmor's glow in the bird. I don't know how many times I can say it. We get it. You're in the fucking bird. We can close your chest up before something bad happens. Your sister's fucking out of her bird, though. No, I mean, I feel like, you know what I mean.
No, I think we can make a new short phrase. That's fine.
Whatever.
Crazy fucked up ship is that? How did any of this happen?
You know your fish boyfriend?
You got a fish boyfriend?
No, not my fish boyfriend. Her friend. Yeah, Kaylat's fish boyfriend. The one that was talking about all crazy stuff. Well, there was a moment when he said that we're putting souls in gems. And he yelled it at you. And everyone else seemed really calm about this. But...
And he wasn't forthcoming. But yeah, that was fucked up and weird. So you took inspiration from that?
I mean, it was a gem. And for some reason, Balmor wasn't getting up, so...
Because he was deceased.
No, he wasn't deceased. Obviously, I saw what he saw. He was flying. He was having a great time. And so I put him in the gem, and then put him in the bird. He was having some weird dream about him flying over grass and trees, and he seemed really happy, but we know we need him, and I need him. I can't live without him. I won't live without him, so I put him in the bird. What's wrong with that?
Can I roll a religion check or something?
Yeah, I'll allow some religion checks here.
I will assist you.
Thank you. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Put that in the crit picks.
If Ruff's okay with it, let's say that Ruff gives a few more details related to this thing that Ruff saw. And okay, with your knowledge and lore about how afterlives work, you know that this was either Balmor in the last moments of passing and what Balmor was seeing, or this was where Balmor was going. This was right. Balmor's end result.
I'm assuming it's him going into that plane
it was
where his soul was destined. Yeah,
it's either trip or destination. It's one of those two things. It's a little blurry because it's flying, so it's either way, it's kind of like a travel thing. But you're pretty sure it's it was definitely Balmor was going to the afterlife. And from what it sounds like, it looked like it was pretty good and peaceful. Balmor was overall a good person, did good things, gained a positive afterlife of some sort.
Ruff, I need you to trust me here when I tell you fucked up your brother's soul. You pulled him where we were supposed to go, and you put him in a bird. He made. This isn't what his soul is supposed to be doing.
Is this more cold shit? How do you know what his soul's supposed to do? Are you a prophet now? Do you have the ability to tell me what he can do and where he can go?
Souls die, they go to the afterlife.
Right.
What is the afterlife?
Future.
Well, it depends, I think, depending on...
And why couldn't he just... I would just go with him then.
You should have.
Yeah.
That's how it usually works, apparently. So I don't know how you guys got, unhitched.
I mean, we're still. What is the word? Hitched? We're still hitched. Is that right? I don't think he's dead. I'm still confused. He seems dead to you, but I'll take your word for it. Fine. He's dead. That's where you want to go with this. He understands he's not dead, and so do I.
You guys, the zone of truth?
Yep.
Okay. Assuming
I'll
it's everyone
fail that
here.
check on purpose.
Yeah,
Charisma saving throw?
DC 15.
Elliot's not going to lie in this circle.
That's a charisma saving throw?
I'm just double checking. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
I got a 17, but I'll choose to fail. I didn't know what. I just have to tell the truth when
it's
I'm in
charisma.
it. Right?
Yeah, it's a charisma saving throw. Yes, you have to tell the truth. You can not answer, but you have to tell the truth if you say anything.
Okay.
And obviously, I will fail it intentionally as well. But no one can know I failed it except for me. Not the point. You captured your brother's soul and put it in a metal construct. You may not know that's what you did, but it is. I can't lie to you right now, Ruff. And I know you may not trust me. You may think I'm just talking to you about cult stuff, but unfortunately I have some experience with the afterlife. And when I tell you, you stole your brother's soul from where it was supposed to go, I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what deal you made to separate the two, but you did. And I don't blame you for it. And I don't hold you responsible. And I need you to trust me when I say that this is your fault, but I don't blame you. You just need to accept it. You need to understand the reality of what you've done.
I made a deal with Halal, and he brought a friend that severed me and my brother.
What friend?
What did they look like?
He had a mask and kind of floated around and made big puff noises whenever he was landing in places. The white mask?
All of you who are present will remember that in, I believe, Inkhome, there was a rumor going around about someone called the White Mask. So the White Mask walks the streets.
Do I know who this person might be?
No, it was more of like it was a local lore from there. So it was
Okay,
not like,
this doesn't match any religious text.
No. Where are we in the timeline?
We are a couple months, I think you said a couple months before the workings of Fire Arc.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta do calculations in my brain. No,
Math.
I don't think so.
To the Ashen Masquerade.
I'm down to retcon this later if we need to, but I don't believe so.
Okay.
Oh, we're so fucked, you guys. Oh my god.
I don't know who Ball is, but Mel is pretty upset about it.
We are fucking fucked.
Normally, Mel yells at me, so that's great.
Yeah, no. Mel is externally doing what I am doing internally every single time we talk about this.
It is
And also
happening.
on my face. The face journey I go on, Mel knows. Hi, Mel.
Mel goes on the face journey.
Well, I mean, Balmore, why am I getting yelled at?
Tell me you were messing with the Shadow Man?
You're telling me there's the Shadow Man?
That's exactly what it
Shadow Man.
is. It's
Quite
rough.
literally.
It's rough,
He's
not
like,
Balmore.
Hey, what if I asked the big bad of the entire fucking campaign?
Of all of Vagari to fucking separate my brother and me.
I didn't ask that. Halal's not that person.
Every time you say halal, I want to say with extra white and hot sauce because it makes me so hungry.
So hungry.
I'm so
Good.
hungry now.
Do we?
God damn it.
Is there any? Is there any finality that we want from the scene between the three of you guys?
Yeah, I don't know if there is.
No,
I feel
I
like
think-
Mal said what he had to say.
Yeah, I think Kelly goes to leave and then is like, wait a minute, this is my bar. You guys get out.
Yeah. Ruff's just gonna give a nod to everybody and just go, look, Balmore is not dead. He's dead to you, which is fair. But if you could just speak to him, just talk to him, wouldn't you?
I can. You know for a fact I can.
Can you cast Speak with the Dead on Bird?
Can I?
The bird literally looks at you and goes, Balmore, fuck no. In Balmore's voice.
I can.
Can't. Would that work?
I mean, if it's a
Does any of this make sense? No.
yeah, we're doing weird fucking fraction of soul shit.
What is happening?
It's a great question.
Vinny started this.
I started it. I've lost control of it. I just watch now.
Also, Kelly asked that question. Was like, actually, don't do that at my bar. We'll do that somewhere else.
Birdnest meeting.
I don't need my bar poltergeisted by Balmore.
Well, I mean, there's no sign over this
letting
fucking
him
land,
die.
apparently.
Huh?
What? I didn't say that out loud, did I? There's ghosts all over the land, apparently.
You say a second time. I didn't say that loud, did I?
Yeah. The bird's just gonna look over at you and just go, he's also an idiot, and just look between the two of you and just like he gives that hyena cackle that he heard before.
Alright, see now I'm really thinking that that's Balmore, because Balmore would laugh at my ass for freaking out about poltergeists.
I don't doubt that it's Balmore inside the bird. It was just, I don't think Ruff understands that he hijacked her brother's soul after killing him unintentionally.
I didn't kill him.
You killed
Hijack
your brother,
her
relax.
soul.
You killed him by making a deal with something you didn't understand, and then you grabbed his soul as it was traveling to an outer plane, and you put it in the fucking bird. I need you to understand that, Ruff. I need you to I can't.
Yeah, like
I can't keep
Balmore's
doing it
still
tonight.
around, but got dragged out of eternal rest after being killed by this person in a white mask.
See? Right there. You said it. You said it, not my words. Killed by man in white mask. I don't wear a white mask.
You made
Yeah,
the
but
deal.
why
with the
was he
person.
there? He
Oh,
was there because he
because
was trying to separate you two? Is that the whole thing?
yes.
You made a deal with an extraplanar creature, and this is the result.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will accept that. I understand. Don't agree.
I need you
drink.
all
I need
to
a fucking
vacate
drink.
my bar before I
Yep.
revert.
It just turns around and leaves.
15-year-old.
Why are you kicking me out? I just want let me get a drink at least.
Take the keg. I gotta make it. It's a failed batch anyway. You can just have the whole thing. It's whatever.
This just feels very dismissive. I don't appreciate it, but I'll just take this and I'll just walk out.
Love you.
Well,
Sorry.
Galen and
too.
Nim have been in the kitchen this whole time trying to make baked goods, wondering why there's yelling from the other room.
Mal walks in
I
with a
wonder what's
cask.
happening.
What? Mal, what are you carrying?
A cask. Y'all give it to me.
Are you going to drink all of that in one go?
I mean, I don't think I could, but I can certainly try.
Let me
Please don't try.
just like cook you something like really greasy and like delicious to like help soak that all up. Like if you do attempt.
Sure. I would never
Alright,
turn
here you
down.
go.
Encouraging him.
I would never turn
Listen,
down.
he's an adult. He's gonna do what he wants.
I'm a big boy.
I am. Well, I know that, but here's the
Yeah,
thing.
you do. I don't know how you do. I just say things. I'm sorry.
And
I
I've
both
learned to
had a
play
bad
along.
cough and laughs at the same time. That felt weird for me.
There has been no experience of the sort that would reveal it to Phelan. Phelan just jokes around now. Well, I managed to not burn the cookies, so at least we have cookies. Maybe
They're
I'll
always
bring
very
some up
good.
to Naya.
Yeah, I hope she's doing okay. I think she's just been like
Real quiet.
absorbing. I think
It's real quiet.
Naya's just been absorbing her new library. Like she is totally just having her own little book club moment.
Next week we'll open with Naya's journey through the last 2 months and let her share her experiences.
Funny story. Ceremony will get rid of her evil transformation. So
We could.
if at some point I notice that she's becoming evil, I would perform it. But I'm just prefacing it here so it's out there for the world.
Also, Nim, you see Phelan is actively now flirting with Malkith in front of you.
And I'm like, when did this happen?
When did what happen?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Go enjoy your drink.
Did you want some of this cask?
Of course I want some of the cast. Let's go.
Come on, let's put it in your mouth.
No, please don't.
All right. Your loss.
Fine. And just walk out with him.
You did, no, what was the second thought you just had there, Joe?
Say it.
No, it was just continuing the conversation.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I saw a little.
Oh, there was definitely a thought there.
No, it was just continuing the joke. But we won't.
Just because we are really up on time here, is there any final things people want to do now that can't wait until probably just extended in the beginning of next time?
Kellyot is sending his spies after anything about white masks. This person in the white mask. Fuck this
the
guy.
pub is getting a big deficit for stuff because it's supposed to be a 13th level thing and you're getting it at level 5. So we'll look at it and we'll make some adjustments, but I don't mind.
My one spy is Ollie. That's fine.
Look, I always knew it would be. Like whatever situation I was like, no matter what, Ollie is the top lieutenant. So whatever is going on here.
He's quite literally just Milo from Avatar. Just like,
oh my god, yes.
As things move forward, during this 2-month progress, there are some things that are going to adjust for you guys that I'm going to let you know about, and then we will close out on a more positive note than just very angry conversations over killing people's siblings, and very positive conversations about killing each other's siblings. There's a lot of sibling stuff in this specific arc.
Theme of the arc. For sure.
You guys find that certain parts of your spellcasting have been augmented from different things, either from your training or from assistance from other people that help you learn different ways to use your techniques. Malkith, your burning hands. When you use that, you can bypass immunities and resistances with that now.
Okay.
Kellyot, your once a day dispel magic. With training with Kalissa, she teaches you how to switch it up and make it into a counterspell if you wish instead. So once a day you can dispel magic or counterspell.
Oh my god. I'm getting sexier with every session.
Phelan, your hunter's mark does not require concentration anymore. Enjoy that. Nytheria, your speak with animals allows you to fully communicate with Fauna Forge creatures now. So you can just have pure conversations with them without any hiccups along the way. Ruff, when you cast Fairy Fire, you will see a after image of Balmor in it, who will be able to do 1 round of sneak attack damage to one target in that Fairy Fire.
Ooh, that's nasty.
That's good.
Thank you. Love that.
I know what I'm doing. Kinda.
Thank you, Vinny.
You're welcome. That was weird. But thank you. Thank you for the thank you. That was very okay. Yeah, thank you. That was the vibe. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the vibe?
Hello, angels.
Yeah, hi,
Oh my
Charlie.
God, it was. Hi, Charlie. Yeah.
Cool. I think that's gonna be the end of this session. We will allow visiting Haver, which I think a couple people technically need to do because someone has to report on how the other arrows went.
I
well.
sure do.
So we'll have a couple people visit Haver. We'll have Naya do the rest of her stuff, and then we will continue on to what the options that you guys have for all of your questing, and also hopefully finish up the house. And then maybe by next session we can have like an image for you guys to see what the house looks like, which would be fun. Yeah, that's it. This is a fun session. I hope you guys, if you were here earlier today, hope you enjoyed the Code Lyoko Glitter Hearts. You should tune in for the next 3 sessions. It's been a crazy time with that. We have a very light month here, so it is just the Back to the Past. I believe it's Back to the Past. Glitter Hearts session, our Darkness arc. I don't believe we have any one-shots or any monthlies going on besides that. But our YouTube has like 4 things going on every week. If you are like lacking content and you are just looking for stuff to watch and listen to, and you want to catch up on Earth Arc, Fire Arc, Light Arc, Darkness Arc, the Gentlefolk Saga, Blight of OPEC One Shot, our mini campaign, and a bunch of one shots, including we're going to be posting our other Glitter Hearts one shots, including our Crypt Kids ones that we did. There's going to be a bunch of all that stuff. Very excited for all the stuff to get posted. It's going to be Return to the Past. Thank you, Mal. Yeah, if you guys want to shout out anything, I'm going to find us someone to send off to, so go ahead and shout your things out.
You can find me tomorrow on New Age Geeks, where we're doing the Forging Fates campaign, the Critical Role World, the Sober D&D campaigns in the Critical Role World of Exandria. This Thursday, I have an interview with Sarah Janesk, the runner of many things, including the tavern. I can't remember what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
They run a tavern, and it's amazing. I just forget the name. Brain damage is a problem. That's all I got.
I am still running my Good Society Players game. It just got moved. So we are doing Haunted Plans and Hand Fans on Saturday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. Central, and the following Saturday, which is the 30th. Gonna be a good time. Jay is in it. Other than that, I will be here for Darkness Arc. So you're stuck with me.
Anybody else got things to shout out? All right. I'm going to send you guys over to ADH Adventures.
Yeah.
ADH Adventures, yeah.
Yeah. Sphinx, who is playing over there, me and Sphinx will be in a Sagas one-shot this Thursday over on the Mountain Shade Village channel. There's so many crossovers between all of the different TTRPG stuff. It's kind of awesome. So I'm going to toss it over there to them as they are continuing on with their Tale That Never Was campaign. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for wandering with us. See you guys next time.